Hi, everyone, and welcome to an episode of the Flex Audiology Show. Today, we are actually going to unbox the new Jabra Enhance Plus, and I'm going to connect it to my iPhone so you can watch me go through all of the steps, as well as we are going to talk about a local cafe that I absolutely fell in love with. So first, this is the Jabra Enhance Plus. This is the box, and I'm going to open it. Then it gives you this nice little marketing packaging. And then from here, kind of shows you again some marketing. I'm going to open that up. And okay, so on here, this is giving me instructions on how to connect this to my iPhone. So there's a QR code that I'll have to look at, how they have it sitting in the box. So we'll see what's in each of those. So this looks like, so they have a bunch of different size ear tips depending on the size of your ear canal. And then I'm going to take this out and unwrap it, and it says Jabra right on the plastic there. I'm just going to open it up, and there you have it. I'm not sure if you can see that very well. So I'm just going to take one of those out. And the case itself is pretty small, and it's labeled right and left on there, which is kind of hard to see because it's black. And then the actual Jabra itself, you can see the gold connector pieces, and the tip that's on there is a medium. So I have a pretty small ear, so I doubt I'll be able to use medium, but I'm going to try it just out of the packaging. And they're also labeled on the devices itself. So it's almost, I don't know if you're going to be able to see this, but there's an R right there. And then there's also an R next to the battery compact. So that, and it's got actually a nice little kind of magnetic spring to it. So it grabs it pretty easy. So they're not going to fall out. And behind there is the user manual. So I'm going to take that out just to see if there's anything else. And that's the back of the box. So that's unpacking it. So let's connect this and see how easy it is. So we are going to scan the QR code. We're doing this in real time so that you can see everything that you're going to have to go through. And one of the important things to note is that in order to use the Jabra Enhance Plus, you have to have an iPhone. Luckily, it took my password, so I don't have to try to remember that. One of the biggest things when patients come in here, invariably they don't know what their password is, so we have a hard time helping them with connecting things to their cell phone. So before you go to your hearing appointment, make sure you either have your password saved in your phone or you can get a hold of somebody. And then from there, it looks like we're going to pair the earbuds with your phone. So taking a little bit longer than a typical app. So I'm going to take that as a good sign. That means it is full of good features. The one thing I will say, again, I don't know if these are charged up at all. So I'm going to take this out and plug it in. I may not have a USB port left on my computer. No, I'm all out. So hopefully these are charged up. So I'm now opening up my Jabra Enhance Plus app, and it says get started. I'm going to accept all of the terms, all of the conditions. I will get push notifications because I want to know everything. And I'm also going to be allowing Bluetooth access because that's the way it's going to be communicating with my phone. Okay, so we're going to have to find a USB port somewhere. So it says to activate the earbuds, we're going to hook it up. It says the earbuds are activated when the LED lights are turned on. I can't show you because it's not long enough, but they are turned on. So I'm going to hit next. It says to take the earbuds out of the case. So that's what I'm going to do. The actual earbuds themselves are blinking. One is green, one is yellow. So I'm wondering if that is a power level. And it says wait for pairing mode. LEDs will flash blue when the earbuds are in pairing mode. So they are blue. I don't know if you can see that. They're flashing blue right there. Pair. Oh, there it is. Okay, so that was a little bit of a delay. And hearing devices. So this is very similar to pairing hearing aids to your phone. And I'm going to click on my Jabra hearing devices right there. So far, it's a pretty streamless. Now pairing complete already that quickly. So I'm going to hit next. And of course I have to register my product, put in my name, my email. So I messed up. I hit the next button and I probably shouldn't have. And then you have a privacy notice here. So I'm at least showing you what not to do. I also told them that I lived in Iceland because I couldn't get to the United States. So we'll see what happens if that messes up. This is kind of nice. It talks about health precautions, things to look for, and to consult a hearing care professional if any of these things happen. So really, by the time that you get the Jabra, you should have already had a hearing test done by a hearing care professional to rule out any of these issues anyway. But it's a nice secondary thing that they're putting out there. And it says to gently insert the devices into your ears and rotate them until you have a snug yet comfortable fit. So I'm going to do that. So they're actually pretty comfortable. I don't know if you can see that pretty well. I have pretty small ears, so it's going to fill up most of my ear. So it's one side, there's the left. So they're in, and it's encouraging you that if you don't have a pretty good snug fit, which right now they seem pretty comfortable, pretty snug. They don't seem like they're going to fall out in any way, shape, or form. But it's encouraging me to change the earbud size if for some reason it's not going down in there. So that's what's interesting. I have a pretty small ear canal opening, but these feel pretty good. So I'm just going to stick with them. And then it shows you how to actually change the earbud. Okay, so it says fitting complete. Now we're going to start the personalization, and we're 11 and a half minutes in. So hopefully it might not take you that long. It just depends on your internet connection to download all this stuff. So it says to help you hear better, they'll be personalized. Find a quiet place where you can listen carefully. So that's what we're going to do here. I don't know how long this is going to take, so I'll do the actual testing itself. And I have to stop talking because it said it was too noisy. So I'm going to try it again. So I'm going to be real quiet, and we're just going to see how long this takes. But I will fast forward the video so you don't have to wait for me to do this test. So it just put me through a series of tones, and every time I'd hear the tone, I would tap the actual phone to let it know. And it was just a wide range of frequencies. So now we're actually going to start testing. And I say testing lightly. This is just based on what I'm hearing on this device. So this does not take the place of an accurate, comprehensive diagnostic hearing test. Okay, so that just finished the right ear. And it felt just like taking a test in the booth from the standpoint of like, I could hear myself breathing. I was listening, like I was trying not to actually look at things because then I would get distracted. And I was wondering how much that I missed. So now I'm going to do the left ear. So it's just going to have me practice first, and you tap anywhere on the phone. It doesn't matter where. Okay, so something interesting just happened. The app totally just completely closed on me, and I don't know why. I don't know if it's because I had stopped and I was talking to you. So it kicked me out. I went back and it told me to start to re-personalize itself again. And now I got to go through the hearing screening for my right ear. So this time through, I'm not going to say anything. I'm just going to keep going and we'll see how long. So right now I'm at about 17 minutes since we started unpacking it. Okay, so now it says that the earbuds have been adjusted to my hearing profile, and we're about the 21-minute mark. So, 4 to 5 minutes. It actually went a little bit longer than what I was expecting to do. So now it tells me to select a speech filter. So listen to a pre-recorded conversation and select the filter that makes speech the most natural. One thing to note as I talk, I wonder if it'll change. I definitely can hear like the ambient noise in the room. Like it's pretty distracting to me. And then my voice, I think my voice sounds about the same. It's just more, I think it's the ambient noise in the room right now that's more distracting. So we'll see if I make the adjustments, if that changes. I'm going to play a conversation. Okay, so I picked, it was between clear, normal, and full. And this is just my perception. When it was normal, I heard the conversation pretty well, but I could definitely hear some more of the background noise. When I hit the clear, it just felt like a lot of the background noise went away. And then the full was like, I just heard a ton of background noise. So I think it'll be interesting to get everybody's perspective on what they feel like they hear. So now it's telling me that my profile has been adjusted, and I can see specifically that it's got like an increase in the highs, which would make sense just based on what I was listening to. And adaptive has an extra, like a shh kind of sound for me. So I am in a quiet environment. I definitely prefer the focused mode beyond that, but it's pretty streamlined. So hopefully you can see that. I've got the volume here, and if you just click it, my belief is it goes down. Oh, sorry, I clicked down here. So focus, adaptive, and surround, you can see that. But then if I come back up here, I should be able to, turn it down. So 7 is the default, is what it said, but I can go down to mute. 0 goes down to mute. So now it just feels like I have a plug in my ear. And from 7, it goes up to 10. So quite a bit of range as far as the volume goes. So that is it on the Jabra Enhance Plus for right now. Start to finish, and me playing was roughly 22 to 23 minutes, depending on how savvy you are. Hopefully your app doesn't kick you out because you're not talking. So that would make a difference. And what I'm going to do now is go to lunch. I'm going to try to find a restaurant that is busy at lunch, and then I'm just going to wear them and see how it goes. My voice sounds definitely amplified, which it is, but it's not too distracting to me. So I need to be around other people so I can hear more things, because right now all I'm picking up is the ambient noise in my office. But overall, super comfortable right now. So I'm going to try to wear them for the next few hours and just see. Hi everyone. So I am in the restaurant, and I got my jacket on because I'm cold, but I have these in, and it's interesting. I've definitely had to change some of the profile settings because I'm struggling to hear. I can hear the women just fine because I've got that cranked up. I'm actually struggling to hear some of the male voices, and so I keep playing with just the different settings in there, and I haven't quite found that sweet spot. But as of right now, when I take them out, I actually hear a little bit better. Now that might just be the fact that I have normal hearing, and so of course nothing is as good as your normal hearing. But like right now, I'm picking up a lot of the music, and I definitely have to keep it on focus just to hear more of what's in front of me. But I ended up just going in and before I'd pick clear as my listening profile, and now I have it on full. And it could just be my husband's voice. I can always blame it on him. But he also made the observation that I'm talking a lot softer, and part of that again is just because I'm not used to hearing my voice when I do talk. So that has been my experience so far wearing them, and I did, for me, I had to take it out to actually hear the server better as a female voice. So I'm going to play around with the volume for when she comes back and takes our order from there. And otherwise, they're still comfortable. I wore them on the way from the store here, and super comfortable. But one of the things that I noticed is that when I did get into my car and started my car, the Bluetooth setting on my phone switched off of these and it switched to my car. So I don't know if that's a setting with an iPhone or if you'd have a preference. But prior to that, I did have an actual phone call, and the sound quality was super clear. And when I streamed music, it was super clear. So I'll continue to wear them, I'll continue to play around with the settings, and I think they're definitely a viable option. The price point's really, really good, and if you're just not quite ready to have prescription hearing aids, I really think this will be a viable option for a lot of people. But I like how they look, I like how they feel, and
see how it goes.
That being said, today I fell in love with a little cafe. It's called Cummins Cafe Delight, and it is run by the owner, Lainey Cummins. She has been in business for 9 years. So actually I went downtown to look for a coffee shop. The place that I originally was planning on going to was closed. It was on a Monday, but it was fine because literally right next to the place I was going to go was this little cafe. Adorable. That's all I can say. It's adorable. It's a small venue. I think there was like 4 or 5 tables in there. But she also serves lunch, different sandwiches. Everything's homemade. She's just the nicest person. Everybody seems to like her. Everybody that was in there was really, you could tell they were in for the long haul. They were sitting down, they were relaxing, and the pricing was, again, just amazing. So very low cost for all of our items, very high quality food there. I would highly encourage you to find this place. It's right down on High Street. So if you're heading down to the Civic Center, it's kind of that last street before you hit the river, but super cute, very small. I can't believe I haven't seen it, but yeah, she's been in business for 9 years. She does take credit cards, and so go in there, check it out, try the coffee, try the breakfast. And when I was looking online after the fact, I mean, her reviews are amazing, so don't just take my word for it. Everybody that goes in there seems to really, really like it. So once again, it's Cummins Cafe Delight, and it is an actual delight to go in there. I would encourage you to check it out. Have a great day. Bye.